And me, from a Muslim background, brought up by Muslims, I conduct my 5 daily prayers. I will not be a person who will encourage as such. So since it is a foregone conclusion that Lolo is not a burning issue here, that there is a law Bohamne will deal with you, then man, I have no issue about talking about that issue, because already the law is there. And the laws are meant to be respected by the citizens of this country, and I'm a law by the citizen. Man, I'm not a custodian of the law, I'm a citizen who is under the law. So since the law has been gazetted and passed by the National Assembly that nobody should engage in a homosexuality in our country, or lesbian, or having the same sex having, left with the custodians of the law. But my point regarding about my post was very clear. And it's left to you people to interpret it whatever you want, the way you wanted to choose it. For me, when I put my post on the social media, I have this concern that there are people who will... That has ever been my position, that I will not have people who will agree with me 100%. Not all of you will agree with me, because we must have divergent views. We must have different opinions. So for me, I always respect opinions of the people. This is why most of the people, when I disagree with them, I don't go to their post to write something. For me, I believe that, you know, opinions are something that has to be respected. They are not to be debated. Opinion is just an opinion. It doesn't make it a fact. So for me, I respect each and everyone's opinion, and that's why when you debate, when you start writing on so many things on social media, I am always there to read. And if I need to clarify, I rather come to you in your inbox and I tell you that, okay, if it is regarding about law or regarding about something that I have knowledge about, I will definitely come to you and tell you that this is what is my position. That's what I believe in, because together that's how we can build a nation. But what I condemn, and I still maintain, that is the behavior of the soldiers that arrested the accused, the man who was allegedly to have dressed like a woman, and he's allegedly categorized under the homosexual category. For me, I am not encouraging it, and that was very clear on my post. If you go there, I made it very clear. But the problem in this country that people refuse to read. You make posts, if it is long, they tell you that, do you think that we are reading a book? If you don't read, how can you understand? And you want to contribute onto issues that you actually have no knowledge about. People will barely read in this country. You write even 2 paragraphs, 3 paragraphs, they will tell you that, are you writing a book? They will just look at the headline and start commenting. So I understand that most of the people that were commenting on my post, did not get the chance to read the entire post from starting to ending and digest it and understand the context in which I am talking about. For me, my issue is not to encourage the action, because that there is already a law that is passed by the parliament that it is forbidden for anybody to exercise, to engage in the same-sex marriage. So for me, that is left with the custodians of the law to deal with that. But we should all speak against any inhuman treatment in this country. No religion encourages it, from the Islamic community to the Christian community to any community. None of them encourage church in this country, irrespective of our belief. There is no religion that will tell you that you should strip somebody naked. All of us are sinners. We commit worse than what these people are committing. God could have punished us on the earth. But because of the dignity that God, the respect that God have for human beings, the value how God value human beings, and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam prayed to punish his servants on the soil of this earth, and God accepted that. We are all sinners. We do things that are so serious than what these people are doing. I wish a night just turned into a day. You see where you will see those people. If a night can turn into a day, some of these people that are shouting everywhere, showing that they are more pious than us, you see where you will find them. If a night can turn to a daytime, you see where you will find them. For me, it has ever been my principle that I stand against injustice everywhere. And those who school in Amity 2003 to 2004, ask them. I went to that school and I found out that the junior students at that school in Amity have no. I went to Amity Senior Secondary School and I found out that the laws in that schools, deprives junior students of their fundamental human rights. That junior have no right, irrespective of whatever issue you have with your senior officer or your senior man, you have no voice. When you go to the principal's office, you don't speak, and whatever the senior said, that's the fact. And I stood against that. Ask people who were in Amity 2003 to 2004. When I had a problem with my senior for an action that they deliberately did just to punish me, I have not committed anything. And I stood on my ground that I will not be punished. And the entire batch, grade 12 in Kabukunda, has to attack me, saying that I stood against a senior man. And David Havner has to leave from his office, his residence. And when he came, I explained the entire story to him. He told us to go to bed till tomorrow in the morning and the matter will be addressed. We went to his office. And I wanted to speak. He said, I have no voice. I said, under which law? When two people have an issue, you must listen to both parties to make a judgment. And he'll understand the angle that I was talking, and he gave me the opportunity to speak. And those senior officers were suspended. And I stayed in the school. Since then, sorting has stopped. When there's a teacher called Baba Martin, will just come and punish students unnecessarily, sometimes physically for them. I said there must be an end to this, because I believe that injustice everywhere should be everybody's concern. And I stood against it in Kauru Senior Secondary School. Ask anybody. And I said there must be an end to such behavior by the teachers, just punishing students unbaselessly. And the school, we went into a serious demonstration, and the school has to be closed for 2 weeks. Adama Jimba Joe Biden, he was among the regional directors, I think, something like that. A former principal of Kauru Senior Secondary School, with the commissioners and other people have to come to Kauru and convite the students to discuss about the matter. And the same thing happens when I come back here in the combos. I was working with a Capital Gas and asked people who were in that company. When I was the human resources and the storekeeper of that company, I found out that my employers were deducted their social security contribution when the company deliberately is not contributing to their social security. When I realized that I stood against it, I was offered money to forget about the case. I said no, because it is an injustice. Asked people, I took the matter to court. It was before the present Minister of Justice, Dauda Ejalo. He presided over that case in the Industrial Tribunal. Ask anybody in this country. Because I believe that injustice cannot be accepted anywhere. That's my position. And nobody can deprive me from that. When George Ford of America was killed in America, I was part of the people who championed the demonstration to American embassy. To show our frustration, I didn't know George Ford. So that's my principle. And I believe in my principle. And there's nobody in this earth who can deprive me from my principle, what I believe in. It was mainly about the inhuman treatment. Because just last week, somebody's naked picture was circulated on the social media here. The police are presently prosecuting 2 Gambians for leaking out the audio. And all of you in the social media condemn, and all of us condemn the leaking of the naked video on social media, which the police are presently prosecuting somebody. But the same custodians of the law will arrest somebody for a crime, allegedly committing a crime that they believe that is against the law of this country. They paraded him, stripped him naked. They didn't only stop at there. Video record the person and circulate it on social media. Just take an example from yourself. Whether if that happens to you, it is not correct. So happen to your sister, you will not allow it. If it happens to your brother, you will not allow it. And all of us can commit a crime in this country. And police can parade you at anywhere and strip you naked. What will be your reaction? You will feel like that your right has been violated. For me, I'm not encouraging it. And I have made that very clear in my post. But happened by the custodians of the law. And they are believed to be police officers. They are believed to be soldiers. Because I approached some police officers. And they told me that those people were not police officers. But rather they were military officers. And these are the custodians. For me, that is my argument. That the inhuman treatment Bukodal is wrong. Anti-Islamic encourage Lolo. Who can tell me, bring me a vase. Christianity, the same thing, doesn't encourage that. To strip somebody naked. This is why God, when he created the human beings, he put the private part in a very sensitive place. And dictate us to cover our private parts. So how can somebody encourage somebody being stripped naked by the custodians of the law? That's my contention. For the issue of the law, it's my position that I'm against it. Totality. I have kids. I'm a father of 3. And I don't want them to be engaged in such actions. So I should not be the one encouraging it. And by encouraging it, I'm allowing it to continue in this country where these people will see it and they might copy. So I will not be the person who will encourage such. But I already know that there are laws that will take care of those things. But I cannot stand in human treatment. Stripping somebody naked. That was very clearly. But they deliberately refused to read the entire post due to laziness, and they start jumping from right and center. Sometimes I see some people's comment, I just laugh. I know that you don't read the post. You didn't read the post to understand. But I am a person whom you know that I don't subdue myself to any human being, and nobody dictates my consent. And I have dealt with so many forces since I started using social media. And I'm still the same Kexx that you know. It has never moved me. Because my consent is what guides me, not what you think about me or what you speak about me. That doesn't dictate me. It's my consent that dictates me. So you can write. Whole of yesterday, I didn't sleep the whole night. Because I want to show them that I didn't regret making that post. And I was responding to each and every one of them. Because of the time difference. Some wake up when we are going to sleep and they start commenting. I reply each and every one of that message until 8 a.m. and I wake up and I go and attend the court proceedings. And I just submit my report to Forea, which will be published tomorrow. And I decided to come live to address the issue. So for me, I will against anywhere injustice, I will go against it. I will go against any inhuman treatment meted against any citizen of this country or outside the country. My consent will not allow me. My consent will not allow me. And I'm guided by my consent. So those who are going claiming that I'm lesbian, that's your choice. I don't debate with opinion. But does that make me a lesbian? That make me a homosexual? It doesn't. So if you go to social media commenting homosexual, claiming that I am one, that's why I'm supporting, which is totally false. I have not supported the action of the man, but I condemn the inhuman treatment that was meted against him. As a citizen of this country, as a human being, that I will not accept such things to happen to me, even though I will not do such actions, because it's against my belief, it's against my religion. That's my position as a human being of this country. That I have gone against so many inhuman treatment in this country. I have championed so many causes in this country, ranging from so many issues in this country. From the parliament, in regards of some of the things that are passed by the parliament. Example of the supplementary appropriation bill that was passed. Because I feel that it is wrong. the kidney the kidney injury that killed almost 66 of our children. When our religious leaders were disrespected, I come out and I condemn it. So, but you will upload me. But when I against something that goes against you, trying to defame me, trying to caricature me, Kexx is not the type of person. Ask people that I school with. Go to Armitage and ask them. I don't subjugate myself to any human being in this earth. There is no person in this world that I'll subdue. Bala may dega lolu, ma just benna boy ñoo xamna they can't even actually comprehend a text ñu ne Badou Gueye la ahama ak Jawara Jawara ñu ne man la ñoo teach moral ñi nga xamne dañoy nekk TikTok ñu ubbi TikTok ñu foog ne aduna yalla def ñu isi pour caaxaan. You go to their TikTok and search and look at the words that they are uttering from their mouth. Are these people good example to the society? Telling people that jeg la sola dama wara fanana virgin lol mo de neka sen words in TikTok. You go to their Facebook dancing, putting on chains. You sol I chain. You ngane man ngay teach religion. Nga xamne chain the religion that you are portraying has forbidden has def ko forbidden for a man pour nga sol comme jigen. Nga sol ay chain. Ñom Badou di sol chain di taxaw ci TikTok bi nga ne man ngay teach moral. Yow da nga xam lan moy moral. Yow domel sa TikTok bi ngay wane tubab la fananal tuti mu rayma. You think that young people are not seeing those videos. You know how many people are the people ñoo nekk di la follow on social media. Yow nga ne man ngay teach moral. You are telling me what is sa TikTok bi yeb. Go to your entire TikTok bi yeb. All your comments are all about sex, about virgin, about naka ngay fanana jigen, naka ngay tede jigen in the name of comedy, in the name of ne da ngay entertain people. When you know that the cream of the society, yo nga ne Badou yo man ngay preach. Demal sa TikTok bi, you look at it. Ndax yow lu ngay wax ci TikTok bi sa diina bi daf ko accept. The religion that you are claiming. Bala may dégg nga ne ma society bi ñoo xam ne dañ leen suñ nekkee di fight xam nga lu ma la loolu moo tax man duma dee bugg a bokk ak Gambian yi yow man dama la musa ñëw si yow sax ma ne lañ bokk dara. May I choose the people that I will associate with, that are principled, that understand issues that is confronting our nation, but not people ñoo xam ne dañoo ñëw social media rek just to look for boasts, just to look for names. I'm not that type of person. None of yen amulen ko hamne moma daha wax. I don't see any of you people. I could come every day Facebook live and talk about issues because I'm always on top of issues. But that's not my way. But yen dengen fok ne lol moy lifin ngay nek demal sa TikTok bi nga xol. Just demba nga joge post di wane ne man tay virgin la sola dama buga this virgin. Yo nga ne you are a person ko xamne dina ma teach moral. Bala may dégg gata ngay fecha nga put ko into social media. Sa awra bi yep mu ngi ko gis muy yangatu sa biir tube bi Badou yo nga ne man ngay preach. Man ngay wax moral. Man nobody will see me in such manner. My portrait in myself, my feature in such a manner, Badou. Man, I have respected myself. This is why I choose not to go out my house. This is where I do my everything. When I close, I'm here. I read my books. I do things. I don't go to club. I don't go to Senegal. I don't go to village. It's only occasions when I have an appointment with somebody to meet there. Well, on certain occasions. Apart from that, I'm always in my doors. But yow nga nekk si TikTok di toog sa awara bi yëpp nga ne dangay fecca tubee bu oyof boo xam ne de pour tëddookaay la ngay sol taxaw si kanam bi yëpp ngay fecca sa awara bi di yangatu sa biir tubee bi. You teach me moral Badou yow mun nga maa teach moral ngay toog xale ndaw yi ñoo xam ne ñoo la dee follow TikTok di wane man virgin laa fanaan te dama am benn janxa philippien la daay ni ngay waxaam kooku si live ngeen di waxi yaaxu yow nga ne moral nga maay teach. Jawara yo mom man duma waxa yo because all such even appearance doesn't in terms of religion yo ku ngay wax ne lolou ngay portray does not accept that. So fake you are portraying yourself as a Muslim. It doesn't even portray that. This is feature. Just like Badu. Teach moral. You can tell me moral. I have passed that stage that nobody can bully me. Nobody can And Balamai Dega, I had somebody, I saw a post. This is the Criminal Procedure Code of the Gambia. This is the CPC. And I heard people were saying that, under the Criminal Procedure Code of this country, such dress are punishable under this act. And I challenge any of them to you one mark of you. What I know and what is under the laws of this country is that somebody should not engage in any homosexuality. And the person must be caught doing the action. And I challenge any of you people. You just comment for the sake of commenting. You don't research. But for all of us, we are Muslims. And we will not, or Christian or Muslim, we will not encourage anything. Bohamne. Dina yahasun dinebi. Both Christians or Muslim. None of us. But we cannot also accept inhuman treatment. Man sacha is a new Dilen Doro. I have been commenting about it. I said they have no right to Dorgo. Take to the law, and the law will take its cost. That has been my... Whoever it happens, I will come out and condemn it. And that's who I am. And if you choose, you feel like what I write, you disagree with me, that's your choice. And I will not debate with your opinion. I will respect. But thinking that your Bindai or Lasa Bole will change my position, that's not Kexx. Kexx has passed that stage. I am matured. Well matured up to this stage now. I can think for myself. And if I need to consult anybody, there are thousands of Gambian people that I consult every day and night on issues that I have no idea about. There are thousands of people that I do. And I consult them on issues. How to save the future of this country. And they gave me the advice that I want. So, for me, my position is very clear. I condemn the inhuman treatment meted against this man, and I stand by that till death set me apart. I stand by that. But do I encourage homosexuality or the same-sex marriage? I didn't. It is against my belief. And my belief is first. It is against my belief. But I will not also encourage inhuman treatment. Just like you will not want you to be stripped naked in the street. You should not allow somebody to be stripped naked. That's my position. And I maintain that. If that will make me a lesbian, I am proud to be. If that will make me a homosexuality, that I am condemning inhuman treatment, I am proud to be called one. If condemning an inhuman treatment will make me to be a homosexual, I am very proud to be called one. I am very proud to be called one. If condemning inhuman treatment will make me a homosexual, I am very proud to be called one. I'm not a coward, and I will never be a coward. I have respect for any fellow human being on the social media. And people that I interact will tell you that. I have high regards for everybody. I don't disrespect people. But when it's come to my position, there's nobody in this planet that can change me. And you have seen it. On so many issues that I have shown my position on the social media. And I have never changed. In terms of politics, if I support this person, I support it to the max. And I didn't go back. In court cases, if I say that I believe in this person and I believe in his innocent until proven guilty, I stand by the person until it is proven guilty. And all the time I have been vindicated. Because I know I examine everything. Because unexamined life doesn't worth living. So I examine every step that I will take before I venture into anything. Unexamined life doesn't worth living. So I examine every step that I will do in this earth before I will venture into it. And this is why all the time I am victorious. All the time I'm victorious. In whatever I engage myself into, I'm victorious. And that's my position. So you think that you are the one who will change that? No. Kexx has passed that stage. But you need to read. When you see a post, don't just jump. Don't just stop at the headline. Don't just stop at the 2 lines. If you know that you cannot read, go to Facebook where people, those who do Facebook Live, you go to their platforms. But those who write, stay away from their posts, since you cannot read and understand. But you just jump and just rush with half information and start circulating. Thinking that you can move me? That's not Kexx. So for me, that's my position, and I'm very clear about that. I condemn the whole issue, and I think it is important for all of us to understand that we have laws in this country that governs every citizen, and all of us are under that law.